So this video is for women, and in this video I'm going to tell you how you can get out of your head when you're doing something for your lover, and by doing that give them the most amazing experience, how it can make you the most amazing lover that you can be. This one technique, or a practice if you wish, is really transformational. It doesn't come from my imagination, it comes from 20 years of working with women as a sex coach for women, working with a lot of different women, many women who have this issue, who go into their head trying to perform for their lover, trying to do the job correctly, they can't relax, and seeing that this practice can really transform not just this issue, but your whole experience of sex. So it's actually a very common thing. If you are suffering from this, you are not only not alone, you're probably in the vast majority. So many women go into this mode of performing, of doing the job correctly when they're doing something for their lover, whether it is touching or moving or oral or anything. Women tend to go into this mode of trying to do this right. Is this okay? Am I doing this right? How is he feeling? Really going into your head and performing for him, trying to do the job well for him. And there is usually that undercurrent of anxiety or insecurity in it. So why does this happen? Why do women tend to go into the head so much? Why is it so pathological, so difficult to get out of? And what can you do about it? Now, the very first incorrect assumption that people go to often is that this is to do with my technique. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not confident about the technique. If I was more confident, more sure about my technique, that I'm doing it right, then I wouldn't go into my head. Now, there might be some truth in it sometimes. You will know if it is true for yourself. If you totally have no clue what you are doing, you have no idea, then of course this will create that lack of confidence, that insecurity. If that is the case for you, then obviously it is beneficial to cover that base first. It's perfectly doable. It's very easy to cover that base. There are plenty of resources, plenty of places you can learn technique from. There aren't that many technique to learn. They are not complicated. It is not rocket science. Whether your partner is a man or a woman, especially in a heterosexual scenario, these techniques are really not complicated. But the thing is, learning a technique does not resolve the issue for a lot of women, and women tend to jump into their head and into that performance mode even when they have learned a technique. So learning technique on its own does not resolve that issue. The issue remains the same and the solution remains the same. The transformation is about something totally different. The real heart of the problem here is that you live in this paradigm that has been given to you by all our culture, that your role in sex is to give pleasure to your partner. This is what you're supposed to do here. You're supposed to give them pleasure. And then it will be their turn and they will give you pleasure. So this is why you go into that mindset of trying to do this correctly, trying to perform well for them, and this is going to put you into your head even if you're good at it. What you've got to understand is that this is a very reductive view on sex, and it is not the only model for sex, and it is not the best model for sex for sure. This is not what you are doing here. You are not here to give pleasure to your partner. You are not here to do the correct pleasure job for them. This is not why you're here. And for that matter, this is not why your partner is here, to give you pleasure. You are both here because you are both creating this beautiful, rich sexual energy in this contact, in this interaction between you, through the common surface between you. You're both creating this sexual energy through your interaction, and you're both being nourished by it. You're both being enriched by it at the same time. And this happens in every moment of sex. At the same time, both of you are drinking in the sexual energy that you're creating. Even when you're doing something for your partner, this is a source of beautiful energy for both of you at that moment. So it is about your state of mind. It is about where your mind is. It is not about the technique. So what you've got to do here is counterintuitive at first, it might sound. Normally, what you do when you start doing something for your lover is you start being concerned about how they feel, what they are feeling. Is this right for them? You're trying to create an effect on their body. You're trying to do something for their body. You're doing it for them. You have to do this for yourself. You have to focus on what you are feeling from this experience. When you are touching their body, whether you're moving on their body or touching it, or you're giving oral or anything, you've got to focus on how this feels for you. You've got to enjoy this, and you've got to enjoy the sensations that this is creating, the feelings that this is creating in you. Because it is a mutual contact, there is a lot of sensation you are already feeling through your body, through your hands, through your mouth, whatever it is that you're doing. Apart from the sensation, there is the feeling of, maybe it is erotic, maybe it turns you on. You are trying to feel how it affects you, how it is impacting you, how you're drinking in these feelings, these sexual feelings in this moment, even as you are doing something for your lover. You just have to go in and really enjoy their body, enjoy how their body feels for you, because everything there becomes energy that flows into you. Everything you are doing there is vibrations of beautiful energy that are flowing into your system. The only way you can get out of your head is you have to go in. You have to go into this experience that you are feeling, into your senses. So you have to focus on your feelings, on your body, not on your partner's body. As you are touching your partner's body and enjoying it, you have to feel everything that you are feeling from it. And that is what makes what you are doing a lot more alive, because you're really exploring it, you're really feeling it. And this gives your technique a lot more power and a lot more sexual energy that is transmitting to your partner. And you start enjoying sex, not only when something is done to you, but also when you are doing something. Some women do this already intuitively, but if you struggle, if you go into your head, then you need to do the same thing too. Everything in sex is for you. When your partner is doing something for you, it is for you. When you are doing something for your partner, it is for you. Everything vibrates into you. You go into it, you dissolve in there, you explore it, and you drink in every sensation. So you are in the same state of mindfulness that I recommend to you in all my videos. You are really listening to your feelings. Only in this case, you are the one who is creating them through what you are doing, rather than your partner is creating them for you. The technique is also important. Sure, your partner's body works a certain way, and you need to be informed about it, of course. And I understand that the issue is not that there's nowhere to learn the technique, but that there is too many techniques, too many opinions. You don't know what is who to trust. So that's all understandable. And look, if you trust me, you can look into my Holistic Sex Complete course. I teach you all the techniques in detail for all parts of sex. I will teach you how to give the best sexual energy with every technique. I will also teach you how to be in the right state of mind, to create the right connection, to give the right feeling, to give the right energy. So, that resource is there if you would like a resource on techniques. But the thing is, once you have the technique can still be dead, or it can be really alive. What will make your technique dead is when you're trying to do it correctly, you're just trying to perform the technique. What will make your technique alive is when you are really enjoying the body of your lover with that technique. You're really feeling the body of your lover, and you are savoring it. And let me tell you, you cannot go wrong with it, because you might think that if you're really focusing on giving pleasure to your lover and doing the technique correctly, surely that is going to create the best result. No, it is going to create an inferior result, because your partner will feel that you're performing for them, you are doing it for them, that there will be that element of you just doing the job that will come through in the best case scenario. In the worst case scenario, all your anxiety and all your insecurity will be coming through that mode as well. When you're really focusing on your feelings, and you are feeling what is vibrating into you from performing this technique, then your technique becomes so alive, and your partner really feels that you're really into it, that you really desire their body. And that transmits so much more energy to them. It just has a massive energetic impact. So you can't go wrong by just really going in and enjoying what you are feeling from it. Because even if there are some minor, incorrect things you end up doing, they're going to be completely compensated for by this massive energy that you are transmitting into your lover's body by really enjoying the feeling of it. Everybody knows this, everybody feels this. Even you know that when your partner performs a technique for you, You don't want to feel like they're just doing a technique for you. You want to feel that they enjoy your body, they desire your body. So it is the same for them. You will always give the best experience to your lover by focusing on your feelings, on how you are enjoying it, rather than by trying to do it right for them. I hope this helps. Keep practicing this, and this will get better and better and more natural and more intuitive.